People's Democratic Party (PDP) has urged Nigerians to use the Easter period to renew their hope in the assurance of God's unfailing love and intervention in the affairs of the country and humanity. The party, in a statement on Sunday in Abuja by its National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologunagba, facilitated with Nigerians on the occasion of the Easter. Easter is the Christian celebration of the death and resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ from the dead. Ologunagba enjoined Nigerians to use the period of the Easter, which signifies the ultimate triumph of God's saving grace over adverse circumstances, to reawaken the determination and hope for the much desired national rebirth, a solution for the hardship, insecurity, and other challenges facing the nation. Ologunagba charged leaders at all levels, sectors, and spheres to use the occasion for deeper introspection and rededicate themselves to a life of selfless service. He also tasked them to the pursuit of the good of the people as exemplified in the life, teachings, sacrificial death, and triumphant resurrection of Jesus Christ to bring redemption to mankind. He advised the federal government to rescind its policies affecting people while urging it to address the challenges of insecurity, hunger, and economic hardship in the country. The PDP again felicitates with Nigerians and wishes them a happy Easter celebration. Well, Dr. Paul Unwala, what's your take on this from the PDP?
It's a good message. It's a good message, no matter how bad things could be, and no matter the hardship that we are experiencing. It's always good within this Easter period to restore hope. A message of hope is what is being expected. So I thank God that they didn't mix it up with accusation, but have just spoken what a clear message within this period should be to restore hope on the lives of Nigerians.
All right, Barima Raphael. So how can this PDP's message right now, of hope during Easter, resonate with Nigerians who are facing this issue of insecurity and economic challenges?
Yeah, to some extent, it's a way to motivate the citizens of the country. But at this point in time, what the citizens need is help. The citizens of Nigeria need help, courage. The message, giving the message to the country or to the citizen, it shouldn't just be a way to, motivate them. It should be a way to see how to give them a kind of, give arm to the poor. A way to, if there is food, share food with them. If there is drink, share the drink with them. That will really show that that humanitarian act.
Okay. All right. Well, Dr. Paul Unwala, do you see this PDP's call for leaders' rededication to selfless service as a subtle critique of the ruling APC?
You see, I think we shouldn't always politicize everything.
All right.
We should address issues as they appear.
Okay.
It is left for PDP if there is an undertone in the message they have given at Easter. What I want to believe is that they have given a message of hope based on the season we are into and which is in the right position.
Okay.
If they had, if in their own ways, it's a way to turn it into politics, somebody like me won't accept such. Okay. But for now, there is nothing wrong with their message. Well, it's clear, it's concise, and it's good.
But there's a popular saying that words are easier said than done. Right. Now the question is, what practical steps could the PDP propose to address insecurity and hunger beyond urging the government just to act, to also strengthen its positions as a viable opposition?
The fundamental, for now, they are not the government at the national level.
Of course, they are, but they can provide...
At the national level, they are not the government. They are not in charge.
But they can provide suggestions.
It's what I'm saying. So there is no drastic measure that, like order, they could issue. The only available means is criticizing constructively and positively. to ensure that the government of the day rises up to their feet in facing
that's why
the
I
challenges.
asked, do you see this as some subtle form of criticism?
In as much as it has to do with religious attachment, I don't still see it. I want to
as a subtle will of criticism, criticizing the APC.
Mr. Victor,
all right.
I don't want to see it in that perspective. That's why I said,
of course, I'm not urging you to see it in that perspective.
We must not always politicize everything. We know, yes, that there are political parties. Otherwise, if we take it in that way, we may not regard that message.
All right.
Especially taking the merit of it. So we may decide to discard the message. But for now, in as much as they didn't bring in what should attract looking at it in that area of politicizing their message. So let's just take it at the merit of it.
Okay. See, I just want to say something here.
All right.
You know, looking at just a goodwill message is not really very important to the Nigerians now.
And that's why I asked, what steps do you think the PDP can do in accordance with your message?
What they should have done is, you know, from the federal, that's from the okay, let me put it from the federal to the state, to the local, to the ward, to the community. The PDP has a political party. They have been in power. They have so many personnel, the bourgeois and the rest. They must have been able to, you know, share this, share this, share this. You know, it will really show that concern. It shouldn't be like when they want to do.
So when you say share this, I'm just trying to understand what are they sharing? What should they share?
I think during a period like this, they do share wrapper, they share clothes, they share food, they also share money. Because I know, like the Catholic Church, the Saint Vincent de Paul, they called for people to support each other. Like you know, they list out some things that they needed in order for them to be able to share food, share clothes, share some other finances to the people.
Right.
And this should have been a very good and special way to aid Nigerians at this point in time than coming on air or you're going to media house to, you know, send a goodwill message to just to motivate the citizens while the people are crying. And at the same time, I will tell you, you know, do you see this year's Easter as it was or as it is in Nigeria? You see that very few people are celebrating. You asked me before, and I said it wasn't like what we have been doing because no, you see, the people are not happy. People are not comfortable. Okay, imagine someone who.
So are you saying? Sorry to interject you. Are you saying that if the PDP, from the national level to the state level to the world level, start distributing foods are probably palliative at this point in time, that is going to help them celebrate the Christmas better?
That is the beauty of it.
What about insecurity? If you're talking about hunger, so what happens to insecurity? What should they do?
We are talking about the season. So the season has nothing to do with the insecurity because insecurity have been there and insecurity is still on. So pointing out what is happening is a way of saying, okay, let's look at the other states that are having insecurity issues. They're supposed to put in any measure to see that those who maybe have been pushed to a refugee camp should be able to have food and have clothing at this period, in these years, at this period of time. That's a way to show concern that they as a political party who are looking for good governance for the good people of Nigeria should be able to survive fully well in this season.
All right. Well, quite a lot to say as regards to that, but we do not have time.